Hi, Suraj. I'm just posting the links across. Just give me one more moment. And I'll be Hi, Tarun. Hi, Suraj. Just one more moment. I'm just switching. Yes. So, hi, everyone. Good evening. Hi, Tarun. Hi, Suraj. Hi, Uparino. Hi, Gagan. Hi, Kumar. Happy Honor. Raman Miza, Uttam Nagaraj, Chetan, Amit, Kumar, Kwisi. Thank you. So I did a Zoom call in the afternoon just around the close. I was trying to see if we can hold this 4560. Hi, David. And actually we did on ES. I just want to show it. It came right to this point. I was just waiting for this flush. It came right at this point and managed to close above 4581. And then it has a target of 4604. Once it breaks that, it's going to run. And I will explain the rationale behind it once we have more people in with us. And guys, I am having a severe back pain, so I will not stay long. I have to quickly wrap this up. So if you have questions, please come onto the chat and we can Zoom. We can do that quickly. Hi, Ankur. Hi, Love. Hi, Chris. And tell me how are you feeling when I'm doing all these sessions? Are you getting something good out of it, or it's like you're there just for the sake of it? Because I in any case I do this for me. Hi, Jess. Ubrino, what do you want to say? I just wanted to have a feedback from you. That is this way of doing it is working fine for all of you, or sure, Devin. Lucy, that's awesome. All right. So today, what exactly happened in the market? Like first in the midnight, we had a news across the globe from WHO that this virus, Omicron, is much more dangerous than it is anticipated. That was on the same lines, and market reacted to that. Yesterday, it was not able to breach 4668, and then it came all the way from 78 to 61 in straight line. It respected that 4581 level throughout the day, had some closures around it, underneath it, but it was somehow managing it. Thank you for this feedback, guys. I'll check on that, Kamana. But once I was looking at this important area, this is a long-term trend line. In last maybe about 2 years, only one time it has struggled here, and this is the second time it's facing. So I want to explain you the impact of Fed before I jump into the analysis. And you can also share your views on that. Today, Mr. Powell announced in the morning that yes, he is worried about the inflation. Yes, and he wants to cut down the stimulus monies much earlier than anticipated, and even in the favor of increasing the interest rates. First and foremost thing you need to understand, whenever there is a hike in the interest rate, it may be a bad movement initially for 1 or 2 days, but it is going to be very good for the economy. So do not ignore that thing. Interest rates are always hiked when the economy is in strength, when it is strong. Interest rates are dropped when economy is weakened. So this shows the strength in the US economy. It will be appreciated by the market and it will give a thumbs up. Just a matter of 1 or 2 days, market may react badly to it, but it will run from that point onward. Second thing, I have explained you in the past that there are two types of stimulus. One is Fed, other is ECB. ECB has two programs. One is for approximately 80 billion and one is 40 billion. Fed has 120 billion funding program. Fed is going to cut 30 billion from it. Still 90 billion will be there until mid of next year. This announcement of tapering is on December 15th. Still, we have 15 days. Today is 30th of November. We still have 15 days. This money is there. This money is there. No matter what you do, you cannot fight this money. All right. So that was one rationale which I wanted to share. People will say that yes, market will go down. Yes, it can go down. There's nothing like stopping that. But when you look at this level, specifically this level, I waited for this level throughout the day. I was just watching this and 4581. And if I break it down to maybe 30 minutes, look at the last 30 minutes. This is 3:30 candle, which is the last candle. As soon as the candle was done, look at the 4 o'clock candle. 4 to 4:15 candle, it took it right to 4581 and showed that close of futures happened right at 4581. And this made the morning star right there. And then it tried to fight it out. Again, there's a morning star here and it's breaking out above the long-term trend line on 30 minutes, which is 34 EMA. Now, once it has break, now we'll go to my bigger time frame, which is 1 day. I will look out for 34 EMA. Right now, it's struggling around 34. It's not struggling. It's just facing some resistance at 34 EMA, which is 4604 right there. Now, if it holds, it will test 4640, 4668, and that's what I posted on Twitter. That yes, we held 4581. Now we should hold strong and go up. In between, it did came down for a couple of minutes, around 45, 72, 73, and then it went up. So now it's super positive because it has held 4581 with some strength. The strength in the last 15 minutes of the future market shows really, really positive intent in the market, and futures are just reflecting the same thing. So I'm super positive here on ES as of now. So if I go into my ES sheet, I will. So if you had this, this target was again achieved, but I just called it as a failed because it had overnight exposure to the news and it didn't work out from that way. Let me just clean out. There should be no fill here. My babies did this. Okay, so I'm gonna call this positive. It is, I'm not even going to include negative. That much positive I am right now. So ES positive, stop loss is 4581. And today I showed you on 30-minute candle because today I was working from home. So I had some leverage. I could do that. If you can go above 4604, target is 4641, which is 12 May, and 4668. And I am 70% confident on this. So this is my ES trade. I am positive, super bullish on ES. Above 4604, it can go all the way to 4641. It might come in a day or two. It might come tomorrow. Anything can happen. SPY, like I can show you on SPY as well. That's why I don't do SPY, I do ES. Let me clean this up. Because SPY does not give us the clear picture. See, SPY also came around 455 area. And now it's trading at 459. And that is the reason I find difficult to evaluate SPY, because it doesn't trade 24 hours and then I lose the intent of it. No, there's no leg down. I don't think so. There's leg down. I just explained around the Fed money. You have around $200 billion coming to you. Can you fight that? I don't think so. See, if we had to go down, we would have gone down with 4581. We would have broken it and would have closed around below it, or 455 below it. It did not happen that. And that is the conviction I got, because this is a long-term support line here. And see, monthly candle, just ignore monthly, weekly, everything can change in a matter of just days. Monthly candles are good when you're looking at a very long-term horizon, not for intraday trades. This is not an evening star. Evening star should be, this should be green, this should be green, and this should be red. Not on the daily. This should be green, the left candle. Green, green, and red. So this is not an evening star. Okay, SPY again, SPY can come all the way to 459.89, 464, and 465. 464, 466 area is tight of a resistance, which equates to 4668 on ES. So it should face some level of resistance here in this area. Once it breaks it, it will go to 4779. Let me just check what I have on SPY. I even have like 486, much higher than 4779. So 4860 round on ES. So that is my view on ES and SPY. I'm super bullish as of now. When we went down previously, we had a drop based on daily. It doesn't look. Can you give me the date on ES, Burino? Because and this I discussed right at around 4 o'clock when I was doing the Telegram. VIX flagging, no, I don't focus on VIX too much. VIX, people have taken so much importance to UVXY and VIX, but I just look at the price action and the divergence. Yesterday, when I posted on Twitter that yes, market is looking bad to me, I had SPY puts, but I closed them right at the close. Today, that would have been like 500% up, but no, because I also get influenced when people start posting all this information. So I'm going to focus only on the price action. Price action with volume tells everything. There's no need for VIX. VIX is volatility. Volatility does not show you the fear in the market. Volatility is used to increase the option price. UVXY is what you called depreciating asset class. Every time you trade UVXY, you are losing money because it is based on the future movement, which is 2 months down the line. And there's always a discount going on the volatility futures for UVXY. That's why I never recommend people to buy UVXY caller puts or SQQQ caller puts. Both of them are depreciating asset class. Even if market does nothing, you're going to lose money. And see, I also get messed up with other people's tweet because it tends to influence in our head. You cannot ignore that. We are not machines. We tend to influence, and that's why when I have created the channel, I have specifically mentioned: do not post any article, do not post any news. If you have a chart, post that in the Telegram channel because that is your information. You have worked on that, and I can rely on you rather than I can rely on any article. Okay, so let's move on and go to the rest. So ES, you did not tell me which. I trade ES. I do not trade SPX. No, I am not concerned, Jerry, on this, and that's why, like during the close, I told everybody that yes, it's going up, and I bought Amazon right at the close. I bought 3,500 calls on Amazon. Okay, so QQQ again. It came. I wanted it to break 391. It never did. I had puts a couple of times on QQQ. I just closed them in some losses because it never like broke this area, and that is the important thing. This area, 391.54, and it did not break it. I had confidence that yes, Apple is strong. Apple is making like all the new movements, new areas. So it's holding that. It should move. So as soon as we had a closing around 392.80, which is the box as well, it means that it has accepted all the selling pressure and now it is overcoming it. As soon as it overcomes it, it's gonna hit 402 and all-time highs. 408, 417. That's my target. So I am QQQ, I am positive. Again, I'm going to buy this above 399.57, which is my box area. Right now, it is trading at 397.50. If you want to enter there, that's fine because the long-term resistance line is also there. So let me just go here and increase the size. You see right here, this is the long-term resistance. If you want to buy around 398.40, you can try that. If you want to buy above 399.57 just to be on the safe side, you should do that. Yes, MTN, I'm asking him the same thing. So QQQ head and shoulders. It did that. Yes, but now it's moving back up. So if it moves up above 396, it fails the head and shoulders. So anybody who is not clear, it is making head and shoulders right here. Like if we take into this account, this is my left shoulder, come all the way down. Then I went all the way up, came all the way down. Then I went here, came down. Now, if it breaks below 391.51, it would have confirmed head and shoulders. This is my shoulder one. This is my head. And this is shoulder two. I waited for this break, as I said multiple times. It did not. It did not break. If it broke, it could have easily come down to 382, 383 area. I wanted this because I was holding puts. But then I closed at around the close when it dipped to the lowest of the day, and I got out, and then I moved into the long positions because it did not break even in that fall. So if it is not falling, it means it needs to rise. So I'm positive here. You can buy here, you can buy around 398 area and keep a stop loss of 396. So I'm going to update here. I'm going to give a range here in 398.4 to 398.57. Stop loss is 396 now. 396.13. Target is this. And I will not be surprised if we hit 402.74 tomorrow. I will not be surprised. I'll come to that, Oberino. Once we are doing that discussion, I'll come to that. I don't want to stuck. So Apple today, it's the only thing which worked. It closed right at 165. I will just continue my positive movement on Apple. This is a humongous move. It's going to break 167. It's going to come to 178. So 178 is open now for Apple. 167 is just around the corner. So first target is still 167, 170 just for the round sake, and 178. And the stop loss in this case now will be this area, which is 162.14. You see this area, 162.14. It definitely give today an extremely good opportunity if you went long in Apple. I did not buy above 165.70, which is previous all-time high. It's showing 167 in the after hours, but it's fine. I want to buy above this. We can easily test 170 tomorrow. And you see today, entire index was down besides Apple. And in the last few minutes, Tesla even came up. So in 500 stocks, if this was able to hold the market and push it up, tomorrow, if you're expecting it to go higher with such a strength, how can you expect market to go down? All the other stocks will catch up. Okay, so Apple, we are done. Affirm, I'm just waiting for it to do something. See, 121 area is very strong support for Affirm. And this trend line above 130 is an extremely difficult area for it to hold. It's like 3 candles up, 2 candles down. I think we might see a green candle tomorrow on this with the market momentum. If we break out of 130, we should see 136 and 139 on a firm. I am a little less positive on a firm. See again, it's 60%, 136.81. Target is 136.81 and 139.75. I'm positive, but still not confident. Buy above 130. So I'm giving it a 60% and 126 is the stop loss in a firm. 126 is this area where it closed. This is open, it closed right there. So this is significant for me. I use that as a number. So 126 is a good area as a stop loss. AMD today made a new high. It could have made a bearish engulfing, but it did not. It managed to close above this body and right here. So practically it made a higher high, lower low. It's not even an outside candle, but it's it's showing some level of weakness along with the market. So I would take that, but it did not break this long-term trend line. It respected that. So now I would keep the stop loss of 100 and this area, the open here was 157.50. Buy around 160 and just let it run. It will run to 173 and 180. Just a matter of, so buy above 160. Stop loss is 157.50. Targets are still open. 157.50, yes. So targets are still open for 165, 170. Let me just mention 164.50. Just a new high. It has momentum, so I'm going to call this positive. Amazon, I'm finally moving into a positive territory because it was holding up strongly along with Apple, but in the it had a support of 34.95 right there. This area has been a support for Amazon, 35.95, 34.95. If you see on the right, 34.95.67. This is the good support area for it, plus 35.11. It closed right around that 78.6 Fibonacci. It held that, and if I add the volume here, and we should, the volume is higher because today we had a big move, but it is significantly lower as compared to the big red days where we had the massive declines here. It is at par volume, so I will not ignore that. But if I'm breaking out of 3453, which was the previous all-time high, I think I should be able to go and hit 3576. 3576 has been a pain point, and if I go back, this is 3543 area, and now 12 EM is 3546. If we break out this area, this has been a pain point. Amazon has not released any numbers for their Black Friday and Cyber Monday sellings, but they are just posting that they had a record sales. So that will be digested into their numbers. And they're just posting so many news, just they're not posting about the split. So I'm expecting it to hit 3576. If it breaks 3576, it will run. And people who do not know evening star, this is evening star. A green, a red, and followed by red. So from 3760, it came down all the way to 3490. That's the strength here. So now I'm expecting a move, break above 3546. So Amazon, a break above 3546. Stop loss is 34.95. I should get 35.76, 36.90, and I'm 70% confident now. Unless something changes overnight and there is a war or some more negative news on COVID, I have no control on that. But if it doesn't happen, then we should be good on Amazon. AMAT, that's good, Devin. AMAT tried to break out today, but could not. It's roughly making an inside day, but I expect it to break tomorrow in the morning. So I had positions in AMAT, MU, and NVIDIA. All of them I closed right in the morning, almost at flat price, $50 here and there. So I am fine with that. I want to add AMAT above 149.50, and I'm looking to hit 159, 155.90, and the second target. So AMAT, I want to buy above 149, which was my stop loss yesterday. Now it will be my entry, and my stop loss will be 145.65. 145.65. This is chip stock, so I'm giving it 70% conviction. I'm still open for these targets. QCOM. QCOM came and closed right on the long-term support line. So I believe it's going to be held tomorrow. If we can go above 183.80, 183.31, 183.31, we can go higher. Stop loss will be 180.60, right around that corner, 185.39 and 188. That should be the target. So QCOM is good. It's same, but I'm giving it a 60%. Even for AMAT, I'm going to give 60% because they did not move today with that kind of setup. CRM after hours, it is a mess. I had a long position and I'm going to book a loss on that. So CRM, I'm not considering. Let me just check for any inside days today. You software, no, I don't want to trade you. Let me add BA. Let me add, instead of CRM, let me add BA. Because BA came green in the last few minutes of the market. It's trying to hold at 193, 194 area and it's trying to move up. If it moves up above 199, it might try to hit 209 area. I still play earnings and I always lose. You can bet on that. Like if I'm playing any earnings, you can play against me and you are going to win. I can bet on that. Every time I play earnings, I lose. But instead of 5,000, 6,000 on earnings, I'm just using 400, 500 so that I still play it, but I don't lose it much. So Boeing 199, if we can crack 199, I would keep a stop loss of 196. I'm going to call neutral by above 199.15, stop loss 196. It can come and hit first 204.60 and then 209.62. It has potential, but I'm still giving it 60% because this is a stock which has given me so much pain this entire year. Facebook, I added some long positions on Facebook and I'm still bullish. It closed around this area. In the past as well, it has come to this area and then bounced reasonably well from there. So I'm expecting to go long in Facebook and after I was just showing some strength. Yes, Deepak, you can try. You can try against me on earnings. You're going to win. And Devon has reached a stage where there's no earnings anymore. She has reached that stage. So I'm going to buy Facebook again above 330. And I'm not giving any stop loss for it because this is the area. Let me draw this line. This area specifically, it was even held today because I'm drawing, it's not in straight line, but it's held there. Now, if it breaks this area, it can potentially go down because it's making this kind of a pattern. Whistleblower is all in, like that news is already digested. I have no issues on that. Like it's not trading at 420, 430. It's already $100 down. So I'm going to keep bullish trade on Facebook still with 330. Stop loss as today's low and go for 338 and 342. This is, and you just need to remember there's $50 buyback, which has not executed yet. So if it goes down, it will be held by that buyback program. I will check on Unity. So Facebook, I'm neutral because it came down drastically, and there's news. So neutral, buy above 330, stop loss 324, target 338, not 88, 342.90. In the morning, it was doing that move, but then it lost it 60%. Google and polish. Like Google came right to that point, 2848, this area long-term trend line. Every time it has come here, it has bounced, tuck, 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 tuck. It should bounce again. And if you can get above, like if you want to add here, just keep 2848 as a stop loss and go long about 2883, 2880. No, 2848 is the stop loss. Buy about 2880. Targets are still, but I'm going to give it 60%. I'm waiting for Google. Google can do 2950 any day, but I'm waiting for this. Lucid Motors is really, really strong. It's showing its potential. It almost went to 57, 56 today, came down, closed underneath 54.19, around 53. Now, stop loss has moved up to 50.44. I'll be buyer on Lucid Motors on any dip. Any dip I get Lucid Motors, I just want to buy this company. This company has good potential. And I'm also invested in this company. So I'm going to keep this here. Buy above 54.19 because that was the previous stop loss. This is 54.19, and this area, I will just choose this area. The open was 52 as my stop loss. 52.03. Again, 60% conviction. Shopify was really good up in the morning, almost came to 640, 1647, but then came in this area. I'll be a blind buyer here on Shopify. It does not go below 1234 EMA usually. It's trying to hold this area. Every time the trend is there, it's holding that area. So I'm going to hold this. I'm going to buy it above 1566 with a stop loss of 1539, 1540. But I'm going to give a small neutral. So buy above 1566, 1540, and target will be 1647, 1670. Yes. Target is still open. So it's neutral because it needs some push. Neo is one of the EV stocks which has not rallied. Like XPEV ran today beautifully. Neo should run, but it's not running. It came all the way today, 38.52, and then closed right underneath the 12 and 34 EMA. It opened right here, closed below, and closed in this area. So if you can keep a stop loss of 38.52, if it doesn't break this time, then there's no point trading Neo. This is the last time I'm trading or using Neo. This is the last. So buy above 38, 39. Practically 38.52 is the stop loss. It's 60%. It's now or never new. If it doesn't move out, it's gonna mess up. Instead of DDoG, I want to cover XPV. XPV had a good run today, like above 51. It's looking to make 58 pretty easily. 51 has been a good area. After a consolidation, it's breaking out. It's making a bullish engulfing as well. So I'm positive on XPG. Stop loss will be 53 and go long for 58. So positive XPEV, buy above today's high, which is 55.40. See why I'm recommending buy above today's high, because that gives you strength that yes, it carried on with its strength. Stop loss will be 53.01. Target is 58.37 and 68, and it has potential to move. Do not underestimate Neo and XPV and Lucid Motors. That's why I'm more into these companies now. This is 70%. Microsoft. People are worried why Tesla, like Satya Nadella sold a share. It's his wish. He wanted to sell the share. He did that. It came all the way to 328 today. Tested that point and closed above it. Exactly 329, 328, 328.99. It came right there. Held that. Now it should go up above 335 with a stop loss of 331. I'm keeping a neutral buy above 335.15, which is the 12 EMA. 335.15. Stop loss is this box, which is 331.49. Targets are still. Yeah. MU. I was a little disappointed, but it did not fall much as compared to anything. It is giving me an opportunity to enter. Plus, it is giving 12 EMA to catch up. So I'm still positive around 83, 85. I'll be a buyer with a stop loss of 81.61. Targets are still open for a 81.61. I'm not going through deep in this because they are nothing's changed. It's just the entry points have changed. Today, any of these entry points never triggered, but maybe tomorrow. I'm still positive on the MU. Netflix failed and failed big, and it came to that 634 area, which but tomorrow I don't know what's gonna happen on this. I don't want to trade on Netflix, just to be honest. So if you have any other trade, somebody was asking you. So it held onto this again, and this is an inside day on you. So if it holds 166, it should go up towards 178. So U is inside day instead of Netflix. I'm going to include U. Calling it inside day. I'm taking the bullish stance of it. So on inside day, because this had a massive drop. So right now it's in the middle of all the things. So I will just check. This area has been like close, close, and close. So this area is important. Above 176. Buy above 176. in the stop loss of 100 and close here. And so you just need to realize one thing: the close and the lows usually they connect. If they connect, means that number is important. Keep that in mind. You may start observing this. These are weird, but yes, they are there. 170, 163, and they give you good levels. Target is 186.35. I'm giving it a neutral color because I do not trade this, and I'm giving it 60%. Nvidia. Nvidia, as soon as it went up, it came down, tested again that area, managed to hold on to that area, but allowed EMA to catch up. It's making so bullish moves. It will just break out. Above 334.12, it will just run. 334 and stop loss should be 330 or above 330. You can trade 330, right? This 328, above 328, stop loss of 323.80, and target will be 334. See, this money is coming, as I said. So valuation wise, just ignore anything. It will just run. Last but not the least is Tesla. Tesla making dodgy with this move. I have not seen any form 4 from Elon Musk. So I don't know whether we are going to have a red candle or a continuation. So I'm going to keep this equation as is, buy above 1146. The EMA is moved to 1110. So the stop loss is better, 1110. Rest all the targets are same. It's still positive. So this is my view. I need to discuss IWM with Devin. So let me just open RDY. Russell. So Russell on this range, if you look at this, this whole period is a massive consolidation. Even today, it came to the bottom of the box, or like yesterday, and it's trying to bounce in the after hours. So it was a good opportunity to enter Russell Index or IWM right there. And now it should bounce towards 2262, 2293. It has high potential. Like, I'm not going to set my hopes really high, but this is the first time in many weeks that we have 4 indexes: Dow, Russell, S&P, and Nasdaq. This was strong today. And when this is showing strength, this brings positivity in the market. So we might move towards all these targets. We're already at 224. That's about 20, 15, 20 points up from the close. But we're going to head towards 2262, 2293. That's good. So let me just post the link and please join. And let's have a conversation. That's great to see. And please mute yourself if you're not speaking. And now let me just go through the chat. Yes, Lee can also move. Yes, BA, UL, CCL. Yes, all of them can move. I chose BA, but you can choose AL, CCL as well. They have the same setups. Ankur. Hello, I'm from. What is the code? I did not get you. So Melly and Lee. So let me start with Melly. So Melly, I discussed last time it was 1600, and now it's trading right there. It did made a head and shoulders. I discussed. It's breaking out or breaking down. It broke out. This was the level it should come. It did. Now it's trading well below it. You just want to see if it's a massive M. I don't see, like, it can come down in 3 digits very easily. Right now it's showing a bull flag that yes, I'm sick and tired of selling from all the way from top to bottom, but doesn't look good. No, it's not looking good. You may try to enter here, but there's no trade here. The spreads are pretty hard here. So there's no trade in Melee. Then we have, yeah. It seems very oversold, but it can carry on. A stock can remain oversold for unlimited days. There's no rule that. Seema Saab, sure, I will do that. TTD. Anybody here? Have you joined this call or not? I posted the link. Let me just, okay, let me just refresh it. Try this one, guys. Try this one. Now we can have people. TTD. Trade desk. This is bearish engulfing because the entire body is covering the previous body, but it took the support here. So either it will break down and fill this gap. So it's right in the middle. Either it needs to hold 102 or it breaks over 108.52. If it does that, then it's positive. If it does not do that, it's going to come and come to 92. That's TTD. Thank you, Nimlaji. You're the best. Stock Zoom. Zoom is no longer a stock to trade. Just sell it. Every time it comes higher, just sell it. It's a stock which should not be there in like 100. It should be 2-digit stock. Just sell this company. It can come down all the way to 100 very easily. I have no doubts on this. Same for this. Sell this company. Anytime it goes up, just sell this. All these companies do not deserve these kind of numbers. It's just the reality check is happening. Right now, nothing is being observed in EV companies. The same thing was happening with them. Now, once they start losing attraction, it's just sell them. Consolidation and just sell. It's a sell. I don't see any trade on these companies. Inside they sell. CRM has taken loss. CRM I don't even want to touch. It is down, but it's coming in an area where it should bounce. 266 is a good area to accumulate CRM. It will bounce from it 100%. 266. It will not go down further. So if you want to try a reverse trade, Salesforce, you can try 266 as your stop loss. Square, PayPal, I've said time and again, just sell these companies. They are not going to make money for you. Every time it goes up, just sell it. I said regarding PayPal yesterday, just sell this company. Even today, it went down to all the way to 180. If you want to lose, trade them. If you don't want to lose, just avoid them. It doesn't have nothing. Let me just check on ES. I don't see anything on ES. Like it's holding pretty strongly. It's just waiting for that 4604. Once it breaks that, it's gonna go up. I take like daily time frames and it works and gives me a better picture. On intraday, I take 30-minute candle. 30-minute candle is holding up 34 EMA, which is bullish. See, everybody was saying about the same thing regarding Shopify. PayPal, you can play for earnings. Like you can come, you should come on the call, Devin. It's easier. You're already there. You can speak now rather than typing there. And guys, if you want to speak, it's easier for me to just look into the chat rather than like it's easier for me to speak. Yes, go ahead, Devin. I've unmuted you.
Hi, Naval. Thank you so much. I so appreciate you. You know, it's been really hard for me to trade on the higher time frames in this market right now. I'm getting killed. I'm getting killed. And when I look at the ES on the hourly, for me, it's in a downtrend. I'm kind of looking for a bounce, Naval. I'm looking for a bounce to put on a hedge, maybe a butterfly or a put debit spread, because I don't think we're done with the selling. There was too much volume today coming in on all the selling.
Yes, I agree that there was volume, but that's one more thing which I just explained, and maybe you were not there, that
I came in late.
We have about $200 billion money, which is still coming to us. Can you fight that $200 billion? No. ECB is still pumping $120 billion into the markets through their two programs. One is for $40 billion, which is running since 2013. And one is $80 billion program where they're going to announce some tapering in midweek of December. Okay. Till then, they're still pumping. Second thing, Fed has not added the stimulus money into the market, which is the usual quota of $105 billion. That still needs to come. So if you have that kind of money, plus this was a long-term resistance, 45, 80. I was observing this very nicely. Like that's why I use 30-minute candle. Look at this. It has open. It was struggling here to break out above 45, 81. Look at the last candle at 4 o'clock, from 4 to 4:15. The entire job of this candle, and if I add the volume here, that's why I do not love SPX. Look at the volume. This is after hours, and this was massive volume, and it covered the entire candle, and it's not giving up even in the after hours. And I have no doubts that yes, we will continue a move upwards. See, I've learned this after a very long fight that we should not fight with Fed. We see a massive candle here. You see the massive red volume. This is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
See the massive red volume. Look at the next moves. It's up. Red volume up. Red volume up. So how can you fight this? This is a massive red volume. Like next day, we back to the moon. Red volume. Next day, we big green.
I hope so.
I am long, so I'm practically on.
Okay. All right, Naval, thank you.
No problems. Powell has done enough trouble for us, so he has nothing new to add now. Yes, Manoj.
Thank you, Navalji. This is Manoj. I have two questions. One is related to stock pick. Wanted to know your opinion on Workday.
WD, do you have your chart?
I have the chart, but when chart looks messy, that's why I'm asking you.
Okay, so as of now, let's do all of them. Let's do a collaboration here.
Hmm.
So here it has a resistance area of 284.
Correct.
Okay, it today tested that 284.25, right? And this is the long-term trend line.
Yeah.
It got rejected. This is 61%. Went through 50. It can come down all the way to 38%, where it has found the support previously, but there's also a gap. So if it loses 269, it can come down further.
234.
It's not looking bullish.
Okay. The second question is regarding the process, right? I had Apple today, right? When I had Apple to 60 in the money call. I had two of them, and I kept it halfway through for till it reached $4, and then I sold it. I couldn't see other um, stocks where everything was down and Apple was showing the strength.
So
So
that is the point where you need to hold the strength. Now, when tomorrow market will open, Apple will open at 168 very easily.
yeah, that's what I'm regretting. I sold it.
See, one common thing or common sense which we need to keep in mind, observe if a stock is not falling with the market, that will be the stock which will be the first one to run when the market holds or reverses. A stock which is not moving up with the market is the stock which will move first downside as soon as the market loses the strength. This is
I
very
mean,
simple thing. Just keep that in mind, and you will simply make money out of it.
I think the thing which happened today was that as Powell was speaking, right, Tesla was down $26, right, and then all of a sudden Tesla just went negative in matter of 5 minutes, 6 minutes, right, and then I thought maybe Apple is going to follow. So why should I keep green
See,
to rest?
that's the thing, that when you have what do you call your
Runner?
plan. No, not runner. When you have your plan, so I was just checking my futures
Okay.
position. So when you have a plan, see above 158, I do not have any resistance until 167, 165, 70. So why should not I carry it?
Okay.
If it comes down, I'll be adding more.
Okay, because it crossed 158, so I should
It's
just let it.
holding 158 with strength. It's moving up. Why should I lose opportunity? See, that's the thing you need to understand. It's very simple. Whenever the market is showing strength and a stock is showing super strength, ride with it. Don't assume things, ride with it. When you're riding a stock along with the market, you're going to make money. When you
I
try
think
to,
for me, chain reaction happened because Tesla
yes,
dropped very fast, so I thought I need to get out of Apple also. So I dropped Apple also.
see, it's all right. It happens with everybody. I had spy puts yesterday, and then I closed 45 lots of 466 spy puts at $1,000 loss. Today, I would have made $40,000.
Wow.
So it's okay. Tomorrow is always a new day.
Yeah,
I
and
lost $7,000 today, but I'll cover it tomorrow.
On Spire, how do you play the options, right? Are you looking for 10 days
I-
out with 40? I look at 10 days out and 40 what is called delta. Is that a
I
right
just
approach?
look at the strike options and I buy quantities and buy 2 weeks out. Sometimes I try to do when I'm taking like $1,000 risk or $1,500 risk, I try to buy like as much as like tomorrow's expiry because
Okay.
that give me good risk reward.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, we have Snap. So let me read the comments one by one first. T-Dog, Roku, AMD, I already did. TTD we did. XP we did. Snap. Amazon, I will do that. Oh, but I do not have any YouTube videos. I plan to do it, but I'm too much stuffed up with my work and my family time that I need to find some time to do all this. So I will do that. Who's raising the hands now? Come on. Yes, Honor.
Hey, Naval. I have a question. I am seeing, so I can send you the chart through Telegram as well. I am seeing bearish divergence on Apple when compared with the RSI. I don't know how to share it. Like, let me
See,
send it to the
that's
Telegram.
fine. But look at the price action. People bought it right here, took it to the close high, and it's showing higher in the after hours. Now, if you want to check RSI and everything, let me go to my previous charts. Let's check
Yeah,
that.
I just sent my chart to the to the Telegram.
That's fine. RSI is strong. DMI is strong. Squeeze is higher. Stochastic is strong. I don't see anything on divergence.
But do you see the lower low on the RSI where there is the higher high on the price action, which makes there is the
No, it's
bearish
making
divergence.
highs. It's making highs. Right? You see, this is RSI. It's making highs.
I'm sorry, lower high I meant. I'm sorry. So that's a low, like when you draw a line from like
See,
those
it
2
came
points.
down. Then you have the RSI came down to all the way to 59. Now, when it is moving up, RSI is gaining momentum and traction. See,
Yeah.
instead of using RSI, if you want to use an indicator, use DMI. DMI
Yeah,
is much better indicator if you want to see the strength. So green line is the positive power, red line is the negative power. Okay. And the blue line tells you the strength of that power. So right now there are no shorts because there's weakness. Green line
Okay.
is showing the strength. And the power of strength is this. It is up with a good 28 value. Above 25, it's really good in DMI. So it's showing strength right there.
Okay. Okay. I was just sticking on a rule if that would apply, because earlier when in an educational video, when there was a lower high on the RSI and the price was making a higher high, it's a bearish divergence is what I
See,
have.
that is not incorrect because you're comparing it's relative. But here you also need to understand that the momentum today in Apple was really, really bullish. We had the same momentum in Nvidia, Microsoft. Did this stop? No, they just carried on.
Yeah, that's I get that. I get that. Okay. At least I learned the RSI you said was the other DMI. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm gonna add it on my chart.
No problems.
Thank you, Naval.
So I was doing Snap. Let me go back to my simple chart. Snap came and holding 47.65. It's if it breaks this, it's going down. It's going down all the way. So 47.65 is really important for Snap. Close right on it. If we have a green candle tomorrow, it will become a morning star and it can go to 56. That's Snap. PLTR sucks. It sucks big time. It has failed this. Like I wanted it to break out of this long-term resistance line, but it never did. Now it's consolidating. Yes. If you want to buy, it's a good position. Yes. But it's your choice. You want to get stuck in PLTR, you want to have a better trade. So that's PLTR. Thank you, Misa. Novax. Like all these companies are showing momentum, but they're very risky. Moderna, Novax. Let me draw some levels here. This was a $3 stock and now it's trading at such a bizarre valuations. I'm just taking weekly levels right now. This one. So it needs to break out 214. Then it can move further. 214 close if you can have it. That's going to be good on Novax. 214 is a good area. Stop loss will be 195, 196. Google, I did check. I'm bullish on Google. It came to my support area, 28.48. So now I'm going long with that stop loss. Guys, all right. I need to take your leave tonight because I'm not feeling well and I have pain in my back. I'll catch up tomorrow. And all the very best to every one of you. If you have a question, tag me in the Twitter and I will answer, or send me on the Telegram. I've shared my Telegram channel on Twitter. I do nothing. I just post few updates which I want to. And that's it. All right. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Bye-bye.